I've got a same game parlay in the Sparks versus the Dream. We're at Los Angeles tonight in the WNBA. Welcome everyone to the prop line. We're going to go over today's same game parlay of the day. We'll also go over some props that just missed the card. But as always, we got to get started with our same game parlay of the day. All right, took an L on Friday. That moves our record on the show to 92-67. Buckle up, college football and NFL right around the corner. So the show is going to be a lot more complex when we have a lot more props to talk about. But let's do the same game parlay of the day. And we're going to take a look at the Dream are playing at the Sparks. These teams played on Thursday. It was a blowout from the Dream. And I expect something fairly similar. So let's take a three-leg parlay. Gets it to almost even money here. Angel Reese to have a double-double. We'll take the alt line, Atlanta Dream -4.5. The line, looking at odds logic right now, is -9.5. So we'll take it down to -4.5. And then we'll take Ray Burrell to make one or more three-pointers. Let's break down these individual legs. We'll start with Angel Reese. She's just a nightmare matchup for the Sparks. 20-10 on Thursday. 23-13 in July against them. She has a double-double in all three games on this road trip. This is going to be the last game of a four-game road trip, and she's just been fantastic. I mean, she averages a double-double for the season, 16-12. So expect the Dream to come out again with some intensity, try and sweep on this road trip, and Angel Reese going to be a big part of that. Sparks are just in lose now mode. There's no reason for them to win. They actually just won against the Connecticut Sun, another lose now team. Before that game against Connecticut, they had lost 6 straight by 4 or more. And when they lose pretty big. Of their last 20 losses, all of them have been by 4 or more points. And the Dream have beat them by 9 and 36 this season. So I was debating whether or not to just make -9.5 a play for clients today. I just can't quite get there. But we do have a baseball best bet that did make client card. I'll tell you that in just a second. So the Sparks just don't expect a big effort from them tonight. Ray Burrell to make 1+ 3-pointers on the season. She's averaging 1.6 makes per game on 4.2 attempts. She has made 1 or more in 12 out of the last 13 games. She made 1 against Atlanta the last matchup. She made 2 on July 13th against Atlanta. She plays 30+ minutes. She gets plenty of opportunity, so we just need her to make 1 3-pointer tonight. So wrap all that up. This is on FanDuel at -101. Angel Reese to have a double-double. Atlanta Dream -4.5. And Ray Burrell 1+ made 3. Some props that just missed the card. Tiffany Hayes for the Valkyries. I've mentioned her several times on the show. Her point total is 9.5. She has had 10+ points in 5 straight. She's gone over in 3 out of 4 against the Lynx. The under that she had in those 4 games, she played 7 minutes. So don't take too much away from that. Great game tonight, though, the Lynx and the Valkyries. Go to baseball. My 4% bet, actually, it's a 3% best bet that's up tonight. It's a pitcher prop. That's all I do in baseball, guys. I've learned in this business, get your specialty down. Just stick to what you do best. MLB props is what I do best. We're number 1 on Wager Talk in MLB props. That's a big bragging point for me because that's all I do with baseball. One that just missed a card was Drew Rasmussen for the Rays, over 17.5 outs. The Rays used a lot of bullpen pitchers recently. He may have to go deep into this game playing a Tigers team that has been struggling recently. He's gone over this number 13 times this season, but he hasn't done it a whole lot recently. So as long as he's pitching good, they're going to leave him in there, but it's enough to make me pause and say, not quite good enough for a client play. And then Cade Cavalli should be dealing today. He's been pitching great recently. 6.5 strikeouts is just a little bit too high for me. He probably goes over. He's had 8, 10, and 11 the last 3 games. He faces Colorado, striking out 9.3 times per game the last 3. My issue with him is when he goes under, he goes way under. He has games with like 3 strikeouts. So he's either way over or way under this one. He's not been dancing around this 6.5 number. So 3 in a row is pretty impressive, especially with 8, 10, and 11. Possible regression. Does he pitch a gem today? Most likely, but I'm not willing to pay to find out. All right, I mentioned the baseball bet is up. We only have one play today. That's an MLB prop. It is a pitching prop. Not only is pitching props all I do in MLB, but I really just stick to some of the outs and strikeouts. I don't do any batter props. So it's a pitcher prop that goes off today. I thought the number was just perfect for client plays. Not too juicy, just a little bit of juice, but nothing too major. So you want to jump on board, grab that. And coming off a pretty nice preseason in NFL, we had a really nice win late last night that moves our NFL preseason to 4-2-2. So get ready for NFL preseason coming up in the last week of preseason. If you guys want something a little bit more long-term, we're still running that buy 3 days, get 3 free. It's only $69 to get you plays for the rest of the week, including Saturday. We've got Contender Series tomorrow. We got a really bizarre UFC Shanghai card. I wrote the article for that last night. Some interesting fights and a couple of interesting spots. We are coming off a loss on UFC. We finally lost a 5% best bet. We had 5 in a row, and our 5% really never had a chance. So Jamal Emmer scores the crazy knockout of Larian Douglas, and that tripped us up. So, but other than that, pretty happy with the work the team's been doing. Jan had a really good weekend in cricket. So you get all these all-inclusive passes. You get all access. You get all of the plays that come out in all the sports that we specialize in. All right, please hit the like button. Let's Wager Talk know I'm doing a good job for you. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you like tonight. Good luck on your bets, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.